He was irresponsible, and those irresponsible actions or inactions come to bit him in the ass, and he literally died. We see the death of a lot of men. I've seen the death of my potential. I've seen the death of myself and possibilities because of my irresponsible actions or my irresponsible inactions, just thinking I'll deal with that
what's
later.
going on?
When's the last time that we made sure our house was in order? And not so much in a literal sense, but a figurative. When's the last time we went inward and said, okay, what's going on here? Am I in line with my values, my traditions, the direction? Do I even have a target to aim for? Or am I just kind of chaotically and haphazardly going with the flow? This is the Better Man channel, where it's about removing ourselves from the conditions of society, the less than standards that this weak generation is, I wouldn't even say upholding, but leaning on as a crutch. We want to be more. We know there's more to life. We know there's more than what we've been sold, and we're no longer going to buy the bullshit of world, of this social media, metaverse infused, enslaved people that we now see. We want to take responsibility for our own lives, and that's the key. That's the backbone of what it means to be man. That's the backbone of having our house in order, of having structure, responsibility. And I think it's easy to pass the buck, especially in today's state. We've grown up with this participation trophy culture where you're a victim, you're oppressed, you're entitled. And so it's always easy to kind of let these loose ends be untied, unkept, right? We're not focused on the little things because we lived in kind of this entitled culture where somebody else will come along and fix that for us. And whether or not even that's what we've grown up with, or we've been taught that, or even if we subscribe to that mentality, it's just so much around us and so ingrained in our culture that it's easy to pick that mindset that it's somebody else's responsibility. I've been the worst at that. I've been the most irresponsible person in life at many times. I've went through that addiction, so I've had that addict, narcissistic, asshole, entitled mindset. And it's carried over, even in during periods of my clean time and sobriety. I'm still dealing with that mindset of, oh, someone else will come along and clean it up, because that's the addict's mentality. It's I'll make this big whole mess, and it's somebody else's responsibility, not mine, because I'm this narcissistic, prideful, egotistical asshole. It's not my responsibility. And so I think that kind of permeates in today's culture, whether we're an addict to drugs or whatever have you. We all kind of have this addictive dopamine rage going on where we're just trying to find the next new shiny object. And so it's easy to get caught up in that passing the buck. But again, man, I want to be better. I want to be a better man. And one of the key components in pursuing that, achieving that, is responsibility. A man takes care of business. And so we got to begin to take care of business in every area of our life. And again, it's easy to let them loose ends, right? I'll deal with that next week. I'll deal with that next month. Next month becomes next year, and it never gets dealt with. And then it adds up to this big ass monster. Whoa, we can't take care of it. And so we see a lot of men feel like they're just being suffocated, like they're lost, like they don't have direction. We've got to begin to take care of business in them small damn things. What direction do you want to go? Who do you want to be? What does it require to get there? And we hear Jordan Peterson talking about just making your bed, getting your room in order. And it sounds very simple. It almost sounds too simplified. But that's what it takes. In order to defeat the complexities of life, we use simplicity as our weapon. Responsibility being that key weapon, that key backbone to structure. We leave these loose ends untied. They come to bite us in the ass. And I like to think of it as a man drops dead of a heart attack. Right? And we think, oh, God, that was so unexpected. And I just talked to him yesterday and now he's dead. But what we fail to realize is that was years of abuse, man. That was 20 years of not exercising. That was 20 years of not eating right. That was 20 years of bad habits. That was 20 years of loose ends untied, unmanaged. He wasn't responsible in taking care of the small things. He just thought, I'll start working out next year. I'll eat better next year. Oh, I can still eat that because, he was irresponsible, and those irresponsible actions or inactions come to bit him in the ass, and he literally died. We see the death of a lot of men. I've seen the death of my potential. I've seen the death of myself and possibilities because of my irresponsible actions or my irresponsible inactions, just thinking I'll deal with that later. The backbone of men and what society needs from men today is to stand up strong and to say, you know what? It's my responsibility just to be a badass. And we need badass men in this culture. Think of the men that we hold in esteem. Think of those men that we admire. Think of men of the past where both men and women admired them and said, yeah, those were men that took care of business. I'm tired of not taking care of the business. And we all want bigger and better things, right? I want to be wealthier. I want this much status. I want to be this more valuable. Well, we got to start taking care of the small things. Life, universe, God, it's not going to present us with these big opportunities if we fail to take care of the little opportunities that we're given each day. And as simple as it sounds, but that's those small disciplined things. Being disciplined in making your bed, disciplined in keeping your room in order, disciplined in keeping that figurative room in order. Am I daily going on some self-reflection? What the hell did I do wrong? What can I build upon? And we don't dwell on the negativity and that, oh my God, I'm so dirty and incomplete inside. We go in there, we see what the hell needs to be remedied, we see what needs to be addressed, and then we do the damn thing. That's the backbone of man. That's the weapon of man, responsibility. And again, we've probably all been there. I know we've all did something irresponsible, or we've all left something untied. We've all kept something unkept. But then again, we've all been responsible for something. We've all achieved something because we were disciplined enough to take the responsibility to do the damn thing. And when we do that, we get confidence. And there's a lack of confidence in the world today because there's just no ambition. There's a lack of drive. The motivation of man is to get up, to conquer, to have that conquesting spirit within us. And if we don't get up and tackle the day in the small things, how the hell can we expect ourselves to go tackle the big? And that's the idea I want to present to you guys is let's go tackle the world. Let's have that conquering spirit, but it starts by conquering that first damn step, whatever it may be. We all have those issues, those problems that need solutions in our life. Let's start finding the solutions. Bring the damn solution to those small things, and I promise we're going to be able and be more equipped, more capable to tackle those bigger things. If I can't tackle the bed, if I can't tackle meditating 10 minutes, if I can't tackle recognizing where I'm wrong in certain areas, if I can't tackle these small things to make me a better and bigger man, then how can I expect to go tackle the larger things of life when they presented themselves? We're looking for opportunities to be better. We're tired of being stuck. We're tired of being that sheep-minded man that's just listened and been conditioned to the narrative of society. The hell with that. We want more. If we want more, we got to start taking care of these things that are right here. I can't expand outwards if I can't even take care of what's going on right in front of me. Responsibility, it's the backbone of man. It's our weapon. And I failed to utilize that weapon. Responsibility, oh hell, I'll do that later. No, responsibility now, discipline now. And that builds on for tomorrow. I take care of these little things and I level up. And we want to be bigger, better men. We want a bigger, better life. Then start owning that shit right now. Be motivated to use responsibility as your weapon. See that as a weapon. Today I'm taking care of this business. I'm not going to put it on the shelf and wait for it to be a bigger problem next week, next year. Take care of this shit right now. We don't want to drop dead of a literal heart attack. We don't want to drop dead of a figurative heart attack. So let's start taking care of the things. Let's be healthy in every area of our life so that those unexpected bullshit happens that could have been prevented, get prevented. We do the preventative maintenance by being responsible. Now responsibility is our weapon. Let's do the damn thing. I love you guys. I respect you guys. You'll hear from me next episode.